Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. Okay, an update. We are up to painting. That's one level. I've got two of the doors over there. They are drying. Okay, so back to dismantling it, and geez, I don't enjoy assembling it and then dismantling it, but it's the only way. I can't paint it in here, I can't sand it in here. It's starting to look good, it's all leveled up. So basically, yeah, I've got the two doors, I've got the two shelves. I don't have the header yet. I'll make that afterwards and just add it to it. And basically I'm going to strip it down, give it a bit of a sand and give it a bit of a paint. There's a few spots there that I'd like to clean up and make look nice, and also make sure there's no oil or any residue on this steel, so I'll give it a sand. So we're getting there. Let me show you this part here. So this is the part that really made me think. Once I assemble these two levels and they're all painted and they're all in and they're all nice, I then have to add levels on this side and that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark and cut the piece of metal that goes here and there as well on both sides, and then just bolt them in temporarily for now. And then when I get up to this stage, I can simply undo the nuts, take that piece out, and then make this level and then just bolt it in on this side. So rather than have to remove the bolts completely, which will mean this will drop and all the rest, I've decided to go for painting on both sides of it because it is mild steel, and any corrosion, you know, if it gets any moisture or something, I don't want it, you know, dripping down a rusty stream of golden goodness. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a good paint. There's only certain parts of this which are going to be seeable, and they're the parts I'll probably put more effort into as far as paint work, which will be this one, this front edge, this frame here. Yeah, so they're the bits that I'll be putting in more effort into, and also this pillar. As you can see, I scratched up this pillar a bit, so that'll need to be sanded and painted. I'll probably even I'll use wet and dry on that, give it a few coats, buff it back. I'll probably hopefully get a mirror finish on that. This part here, I'm not going to go for mirror finish, probably just two coats. One of the things I completely underestimated was the amount of time. So far I think we're into week 2 or week 3, you know, doing it a couple of hours per day because I've also got other work to do. And yeah, it's not looking too bad. I mean, it looks terrible at the moment, but now the paint's going on and we're going to prefab those two levels for this side. So this part here, going to prefab that and then just bolt it on here, and when the time comes right, I'll just remove the screws, make the frame, and then just bolt it in. So that should save some sort of time. The welding and all the rest, yeah, it's definitely going to take me a lot of time. Just the painting alone, if I can show you that bit over here. So this paint is, which paint is it? Epoxy enamel. So to be honest with you, it's going to take 2 days for that to dry, and then I'll probably have to give it a light sand in some spots if there's any runs, and then give it a flip it over and do another 2 days. So 4 days in the sun per piece, and you have to do both sides. So I'd be doing one side, letting it dry for 2 days, flipping it over, letting that dry for 2 days. So each piece has a 2 day, well actually 4 day painting cycle. You might as well just say a week, you know. If you include some sanding, you can't sand unless it's 100% dry. So you could even be talking 4 or 5 days before you're going to start to sand enamel, and you don't want to start sanding when it's not 100% cured. So a little bit annoying. As far as the posts and all the rest, I'm happy with that. They're lined up. It's got the smallest footprint it can have, the most amount of room, covering the most amount of, I guess you could say, ugliness from the design of the shed. That's one of the things with these sheds, as you look around, yeah, they're not pretty. But what my hope is to tone it down from the ground up to the roof, so that you're only looking at an industrial type roof, which should make it feel a bit nicer in the workshop. A few other little things I've got to still finish off, like this channel here. I have to order some material. I'll probably go with that stuff that likes to burn, you know, they use on the buildings. Aluminium composite, this stuff here. So I'll get a sheet made up of this and I'll put it in there. It's got a gloss to it. Got a gloss to it, so I'll do a nice piece from there to there, all the way up, all the way down, and that should give me a channel to run some cables and look nice from the inside. Anyway, more to come shortly, but so far it's taken a long time, longer than I expected. Thanks for watching.